Um, I am on here to talk to you guys a little bit about my feelings and how I'm feeling about the latest events that has been happening. If you guys have not heard about it, I will share it with you. And I just want to go ahead and start off by saying I was doing videos and talking about the issues that we're having in our communities and police brutality and the killings of our men and boys and women, Black women. And it was so upsetting, and I was becoming depressed and just overwhelmed what is happening to our people in our communities. So I kind of dumber down on those topics because it was a little bit too much for me. I think I was a little bit traumatized. Probably right along with you guys. It's very upsetting when we have to continuously see our people die. To see our people die at the hands of the white man. And that's what I'm talking about today, because it has happened again. And it just brings me back to what's been happening for years to come. For the last maybe 15 years, 10 years, we've been losing our community of people. Now, the latest attempted murder happened a few days ago. The young man name was Ryan, and he actually his chore was to go to his mom's, go and pick up his twin brothers. To go and pick up his twin brothers, and the chore was for his mom. His mom told him to do this, to go pick up his twin brothers where they were playing by their friend's house. What Ryan did was went to the wrong address. He just got the streets crossed up. So he ended up on the back street of where he was supposed to go. He did not take his phone with him, so that actually he could not even use that to guide him to the right address. But long story short, he went to the wrong address. And once he reached there, this man, white man, decides to, instead of helping the young man, he's nothing but 16 years old, 16-year-old kid. Instead of this man helping him, he decides to shoot through his door at him, shooting him in the head above the eye. And then, to make sure that he stays down, he shoots him again and caught him in the arm. Now, that is so weird to me. I'm just not understanding. Why would you go to the lengths of shooting someone and you're in your house, and then you claim that you're afraid for your life? You're in fear for your life. This is not sitting well with me. It's not sitting well with the community of people. And when I say community of people, I mean people. White, black, brown, whatever color, because wrong is wrong, right is right. This man is absolutely out of his mind. And his mindset and where he was thinking, or what he could have been thinking, is just out of his mind. What would give him the audacity to shoot this kid? And by the grace of God, he lived. Ryan lived to tell his story. And it's a reason for that, people. It is a reason why Ryan lived through a close range shot to the head to tell his story. because this type of behavior and mindset, that we are facing today in 2023. We are living in 2023, and we as a people, Black people and brown people, are subjected to situations like this. Our kids are living in trying times where we have to make sure we are safe in the United States of America. Our children have to walk on pins and needles in today's time because they are afraid to look left, to look right, to walk in the store, walk out the store, to go to the wrong address and possibly get killed. This is where we are today. This is how our children are being raised and growing up in this time. And it just feels like we are living back in the days, in the slavery days. Like things are reverting backwards. But I am here to say, me as a citizen that's living in the United States of America, a hardworking citizen, just like the rest of us, I am speaking for a group of people. I'm speaking for the people. We are tired of losing our children, or losing our boys, losing our men to the violence to the gun violence in the hands of the white man. I don't know if I want to call them white supremacists, but if you look at this man, if you look at him, the picture that they are, that's on social media, I don't know if he's a white supremacist or who he is, but he looks like a damaged man. He looks like he has some deep-seated roots of envy and hate within him, that he just was waiting for his opportunity to join the boys, to join the hate-filled evil in his race. And I just want to say that it is a distraction for Black people to stay focused and moving forward in life. How can we continue to move forward in this life when we are taking steps backwards? We have to grieve our children. We have to watch our children like hawks. We have to work harder for everything that we do as a race of people. Black people. I feel like it is a distraction for our people. It's a distraction for us to move forward in this life. Why is it that the white man have a problem with the color of our skin? The problem is the fear and intimidation and the ignorance that the white man carry for himself, that he feel about himself, that they want to find a reason to hate someone else? Just because the color of our skin, you shoot a 16-year-old boy and possibly could have killed him. And then the worst part about it is he was not arrested. The shooter was not arrested the same night or a couple of days after. He was not arrested. He had a chance to sleep in his bed at night comfortably while Ryan laid up in the hospital with tubes all down his throat and being worked on. These are troubling times, and I am, me along with a whole group of people in this United States who are fighting for the rights of Black people to be left alone. Can you simply just leave us alone and let us live amongst the rest of the races that live in America? It's just not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me why we are targeted. We have a target on our backs. Our children have a target on their backs. This hate and evil that is being set upon us, like as if we're being hunted down. It is affecting our livelihoods. It is affecting our children. They have to worry about somebody coming in their school, in the schoolhouses, killing them. It's like we're not safe anywhere. And I am here to say we're not going to walk on pins and needles. We cannot live comfortably living in a society that's like this, that lets old, white, hate-filled, evil white men, and I'm not saying all white people are like this. Let me put this out there. I'm not saying that, because you guys know me. If you've been watching me, and if you know me, I am a sweet, kind woman. I love everybody. I don't hate. You're not supposed to hate no one. Love thy neighbor. That's me. I love my neighbor. So I'm not saying all white men are evil and hate-filled and want to kill a Black person. But there's a whole lot of them out there that do. And we have a problem. Because I'm kind of confused on how these gun laws are set up. He was allowed to shoot someone that's standing outside the door. He's not even in his house. He has not posed a threat. And I am a licensed gun owner. So I want to make sure that I do the right thing to protect my family. And am I doing the right thing so I don't become arrested? I thought you could not shoot someone that's not showing a threat to you. That boy didn't even have an arm in his window. He didn't even have a leg in his door. He didn't do none of that. And this man was not arrested right away. That is the bias that I am talking about. That is the bias that is happening in America towards Black people. How is he able to sleep in his bed and not be arrested because he's a white man? That's the white privilege in America that is affecting our races. That is affecting our races. How is that so? And then to turn around, I'm gonna say this. Then to turn around, and where I know it's not so much a black and white. I'm talking about this situation with Ryan thing, but it is. It's more of the ignorance of the white issue in America. It's an ignorance and a fear that they have within themselves, that in their mindset, to make them want to take another person's life. It's the mindset and the ignorance of the white man. And that's why I say it's not a white or black thing, because in this same breath that I'm talking about Ryan, a young woman, white woman, out of New York. The same scenario. Don't y'all see that when one thing happened, that's how I know this got to be a divine intervention type of thing that's going on in a spiritual. We're in a spiritual warfare. And in this very same situation with Ryan being shot by the white man, right? In New York, this white young woman, 20 years old, same thing happened to her, but she wasn't on the man's doorstep. White man decided to shoot a car that drove up in the driveway. They were lost, and all they did was back in the driveway and back out. That's something that all of us would do. That's a human mistake. That's a normal thing. Who would think just to ring someone's doorbell and possibly you lose your life, or drive in somebody's driveway and lose your life? This white girl, she actually lost her life. He killed her. He shot her. He fired a couple of shots, and one caught this young woman, but she was a white girl. Now, see the difference? What I'm saying, what I'm getting to is that the difference here is the ignorance and the bias and the just that's not done equally. Now, because she was a white girl, that New York man that shot her, he was arrested right away. Now, Ryan's assailant, who shot him through his door, and Ryan was no threat to him, he got a chance to sleep that night or maybe 2 nights. We as a people, as a black people, had to go and forcefully go out and walk and protest and chant until we got justice. Something is not right with that. We all can see it. And those group of people that were out there chanting and fighting for Ryan's rights, for this man to be arrested, you had black people in the crowd, you had brown people in the crowd, you had white people in the crowd, you had people in that crowd, citizens who work hard in the United States of America, who makes up America, chanting for the rights for this man to be arrested. See the difference, what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Why are we still going through this in 2023? Why have not someone put a stop to the nonsense that white people are trying to retrack us and take us backwards and subject our children that are being raised in this, subjecting all children to be raised in this, that's creating hate amongst each other. They have to be raised in this, and they're seeing this, they're afraid. I'm afraid. I'm a mom. Just like the rest of you guys. I'm a mom, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother. I am afraid for my children. They're going through their own issues in the schoolhouse. They have to be amongst each other and love each other and try to form friendships with each other, possibly maybe marrying each other in the future. What kind of future is this that we have, that we are living in and setting up for the future? This is awful. This is awful. No more crying. I mean, something needs to be done. In order for us to live in a free world, we live in a free world. It's supposed to be in America, which is, for some reason, white against black. That's the main focus. White is against black. That's the problem. That always comes up to be an issue in America. Why is that? Just today,